as I turn around, I just feel a bunch of water and ice hit my back.
No way.
I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up.
Vem me dar vácuo, vácuo. Me leva pro teu barraco, raco, raco, raco.
Brasil!
What's up, guys? I'm back with another video, and today I have a guest. This is Anaya. I think some of y'all will remember her from the San Antonio vlog. Looking back at this, I was so upset because I realized that my camera wasn't in focus on my face the whole time. Like, for like 10 minutes of the video, my face wasn't in focus, but regardless of that, I still told the story, and I told it pretty well. I managed to stay on track and not get off topic. So just watch the video. Just watch the video, chat. So today I'm gonna be telling y'all the story on the time this girl wanted to fight me over a guy. So this story takes place like at the end of my junior year, but I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory on like my junior year in general. So my junior year, I moved to a new school, and at this school, like the first thing that I got into was athletic training because it was like just something that I was interested in, and I knew I wanted to go into medicine, so I was like, let me see if I like sports medicine. And then that's like the first thing I started doing because it was at the beginning of the year with football season. The trainer group consisted of like 6 or so girls, and one specific girl, we're gonna name her Ariel, was dating one of the athletes, and we're just gonna name him Jonathan. And so I was cool with Ariel because like we're in the same extracurricular activity, and yeah, so like I was never close to her or anything, but we were cool. Well, fast forward to like the end of the year, I was talking to my I don't even know if I want to say my ex. I don't know.
To her Pookie Bear, ex-Pookie Bear.
Okay, yeah, I was talking to my ex for whatever reason, because like he was that ex that like I could not talk to him for like 6 months, and then we will talk, we'll FaceTime, and then we'll catch up like nothing ever happened, and then we will just not talk again. And like it just happened in like a pattern like that. So like we were talking one day, and I wanted to like make him jealous for whatever reason, so I had told him I hung out with this one dude that went to my school. His name is Jonathan. And so he actually happened to be friends with the girl that Jonathan's ex, Ariel, was friends with. So he told her, and so I guess she automatically knew like I had hung out with Ariel's ex or whatever. And then like she basically told Ariel, and then Ariel came at me like she didn't say anything to me when she got told this information, but she started telling people to like follow my private account that I had at the time. I was noticing that her friends were requesting my private account, and I was like, okay, yeah, somebody said something. She had this girl like request my spam. I'm not gonna put this part in there, but she had this girl request my spam that I knew was friends with her, and I automatically knew like, okay, like something is going on, right? So of course when I noticed that this girl is requesting my account, like I'm telling my friends, and they're like, oh, like just ignore her or whatever. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna ignore her. But then something in me just wanted me to like, something made me want to just accept that request. Right. I accepted her request, and then I let her in my account. So I knew that when she got in my account, or when she got accepted into the account, she would see past posts that I had posted with the guy. Fast forward like a couple days, and I'm walking, I leave my class to go to the restroom, and I'm walking down the hallway, and I see her and her friend like coming on the opposite side of the hall. And I'm just thinking in my head like, are they gonna say something? But then I was like, I'm gonna like walk past them, like I don't care. Like I always try to act big and bad. So I walked past them, and like I could feel her looking at me, so I looked at her and I gave her like a look, and I kept walking. And then something in me told me to turn around, like she's gonna try to like sneak me or something. But I stood on business and I kept walking straight. Went to my class, nothing happened. I was untouched. Okay?
Until further
Untouched.
notice.
Yes, until further notice. I think it was like another day later, and I had posted something on my story after I saw her and said like, she's gonna like, what did I say?
Don't tell me you put something corny like I remain untouched.
No. Or she's gonna keep looking for something and find what she was looking for, or something like that. You know, something like I was trying to be the Riddler. Like,
keep looking and you can find it.
What'd you say?
Keep looking and you can find it too.
Right. Like, so I purposely posted that, and then I started getting text messages, and they're like, "Yo, I was chill," and I was just like, "Oh, like whatever, no, like I'm chilling." Hi guys, it's Editing Iris here. I just want to clarify that the text messages I was getting was from Jonathan, and he was like, I woke up from a nap that day, the day before the second to last day of school. I woke up from a bunch of text messages from him and missed calls talking about like, we need to talk, like, you know, because I guess as you guys will see in the story, the girl found out that we hung out basically. And then it was a test day and we had like a short day, so we're moving through our classes pretty quick. We're just doing our test, leave. And so I get to this one, I'm going to this one class. I think it was to I think it was like a social studies class. And so I'm going to that class, and I'm walking down the hallway and I have my AirPods in, like always. I always walk around with my AirPods in. And she's coming my way, and I noticed she's not changing her path. She's walking directly towards me. Yeah, so this girl's walking at me full speed, and I'm like, okay. And then she said something like, so you're telling people you hung out with my boyfriend? And I took out my AirPod like, and she said it again, and I was like, no, and I just laughed, put my AirPod back in, and what did I do?
Walk away.
I turned around and I walked right down that hallway, and once again I had that feeling like, oh, she's gonna try to sneak me or something. And then I was like, nah, like I'm gonna stand my business, because I can't look like I'm turning back because I'm scared, because everybody just saw that interaction. I just keep walking and I go to my class. But I get to my class, and at this point I was heated. I was like, the fact that she felt like she could come up and talk to me like that made me mad. I knew that she was gonna come back down my hallway, because before that couple had broken up, she would always like walk into his class, and so I knew that she was gonna walk back down that hallway if she was walking with him still. So I take my test, and then I go outside, and like I knew that this girl was gonna come back looking for me. Like something just told me that she's about to come back down this hallway. Mind you, I had the football class after this social studies class, so after social studies I would go straight to like what we called the MAC, and it was like an indoor field. So I'm standing there right in front of the door to go to the MAC, and I'm talking to my friend, and I'm talking to her, but I'm stalling. Like she's trying to like end the conversation and stuff, but I'm being slow with it and like stalling, because I have a feeling that Ariel's gonna come back down this hallway, and I want a reason to still be standing here. I don't want it to look like I'm waiting for her, you know? Yeah. I'm standing there and I'm not seeing her, and then I turn and I'm looking at my friend, and then I had her holding something. Like I asked her if she could hold something for me while I was fixing my jacket or whatever, but it's because I knew that girl was about to walk up and I was not about to be caught with nothing in my hands. So I'm turned around talking to my friend, and then the girl comes up and she starts yelling at me, and she's trying to talk to me, and I was just like, I'm not about to do this with you. And then, no, at first she said something like, what did she say? I cannot remember exactly what she said to me when she first walked up, but she said something like confronting me, and then I was like, I'm not about to do this with you. And then I turned around and I went to walk out the doors to go to the MAC. Well, this is the time where I should not have turned around. I turn around, and as soon as I turn around, I just feel a bunch of water and ice hit my back.
No way.
I cannot make this up. As soon as she did that, like, it was like a switch flipped inside of me. And every time, like, everything I'm talking about, if I have like screenshots or like any type of videos and stuff, I'll put it in so y'all can see, because like, this is like, you gotta see it to believe it. Girl, you had the chance to hit me. You could have hit me. You could have took me out right there.
No, I feel like a punch definitely would have been better than her throwing something at you, because I feel like throwing something at somebody is so disrespectful.
Yeah, like, at that point, like, I wasn't fighting her because I didn't want to fight her, and then people be like, oh, well, like we're fighting over a guy or whatever. But at that point, I fought her because she disrespected me. Like, that was a big disrespect move, and that just like unlocked a whole different version of me. And since it was a test day, we couldn't bring our regular backpacks, and so I had like a mini backpack. So I turned around, and the first thing I did was took that, like I, you know, unlocked a new character. I took it off real fast, and I just stalked her real quick. And then we just started fighting, and then I think I was wearing tennis shoes, and she was wearing Crocs. So we start slipping and sliding in this water, and we're really going at it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, she got a few good hits in, but at the end of it all, something happened to my video. But I'll show like the smallest clip if I can. But what is that?
Bro, the fucking white under eye thingy.
It's liquid?
No.
Why does it look like that?
Because I sharpened it.
Oh my gosh. So we just start tussling, like just tussling all over the floor because we slipped because she was wearing Crocs. And
Sports mode or no?
I'm assuming that she put them in sports mode before she came down the hall. That's what I would do. And like they couldn't get us apart, so then eventually I started that whole thing with my AirPods in. Baby, let me tell you, they were nowhere to be found when I got up. Like I think I found one, and then I got up, and then I was so mad, and the police like that work at the school were trying to grab me, and like the little AP was trying to grab me, and those doors were right there, and I walked out because like I was so mad, and I was like, okay, I need to like get away from everybody, because at that point it was like a big crowd, and I didn't want to be mad around that many people, you know. The AP follows me out, and she's like, sweetie, you need to come back inside because we have to go to the office and we have to call your mom and blah blah blah, like, you know. And I was like, no, like I'm leaving, and I was just telling her I was gonna leave, and I don't even know what I meant because I didn't drive. I think my plan was just to go to the other side of the school and sit down and just call my mom. But I mean, at the end of the day, I couldn't do that because we fought on school property. So like, they're gonna have to take us to the office, you know. I had to go back in the school and go to the office, and I was just sitting there waiting to go into the office and talk to whoever they were gonna have me talk to. I'm sitting there, and a cop comes up to me, and he put his hand out, and he was like, somebody brought these for you, and it was my AirPods. So I was like, bro, somebody clutched up for real. Somebody got my AirPods and brought them to the office. Like, they could have took those for real.
I probably would have.
We go to the office, and then they separate us, and then like they put us in 2 different rooms, and then they were talking to us individually, and then they got both of our stories, and then they were like, oh, like, so y'all were fighting over a guy? And I'm like, no, like, did y'all not see, like, if you rewind the cameras, you can see she comes up to me being all hostile, and like I wasn't reacting on the camera. Like I always looked nonchalant anytime we interacted, so it wouldn't make me look bad if they did run the cameras back. So she was always the one coming up to me like throwing her hands around and like doing all that stuff. They put us together and they make us talk about it, and then they make her apologize to me because she approached me that way over a guy. And when in the end, if like it was anybody's fault, or like if anybody was supposed to be like, what's the word? Yeah, it would have been the guy, because I didn't owe her anything. We weren't friends, and her and the guy weren't even together.
Also, guys, I just want to add that they weren't together because she cheated on him, or I could be wrong. This could be false information that was given to me, but I'm going to insert a little screenshot of messages that I got from her probably like 4 days before this occurred, before we actually fought, because somebody told me, and they showed me proof of her cheating on him and her basically admitting to it and like bragging about it or whatever. And I literally had a class with him, and I sat in front of him, and it would make me feel guilty talking to him and seeing him without telling him this information that I had found out. So when I told him like, oh, just don't bring my name up. I'm just telling you because I'm looking out for you. So that's why she texted me the messages that she did.
Yeah, so they made us talk it out, and then like they made her apologize to me for like coming at me that way and stuff like that. They called our parents. My mom came to pick me up. And what?
Was she mad?
No, my mom wasn't mad, but she was just like, she wished that like, she was just mad because it happened to me. So the officer talks to my mom and tells her the whole story, and we just, you know, go about our day, and I go home. Mind you, this, I didn't even say this. This happened on the second to last day of school. So they told us that like if it was in the middle of the year, we would got suspended, but they told us we couldn't come to the last day of school, and then in order to finish our test, we would have to come back the following week. Cool. And here I am having to go back to school on Monday and take some tests. But they didn't let her come back till Friday to do hers. And I heard rumors of like, oh, she's not gonna get to walk the stage because she was graduating that year. But then apparently she got to walk the stage. So fast forward like a couple days, and she's posting on Instagram about me. Girls are texting me, telling me like, oh, like you shouldn't be talking to people's man and stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? They were literally broken up. Like, did y'all not know that this girl cheated on him? She's posting about me and stuff, and she's like basically like saying a bunch of stuff that contradicts her so-called apology that she said in the office. And then the trainers and some of the athletes, including Jonathan, her so-called boyfriend at the time, we planned a pool party, and I purposely did this and talked about it on my Instagram because I knew it would make her mad that like we were having a pool party and her man was coming to my pool party, you know? I wasn't looking for it, but like I was like, okay, like if it happens, it happens. But slay.
My nails. These are my rings, my James A ring. And then Pandora and my engagement ring.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, especially you, Naya. What do you think of the story?
I thought it was funny.
What do you think,
I
like
the little rant.
Be honest, like what do you think I did wrong?
Nothing, to be honest. They're broken up. Y'all just hanged out. That's it. That's it.
But anyways, that's all for today, guys. I think my next video is gonna be a mukbang with another guest.
Another 2, 3?
You know who it is?
Who?
Yeah.
If we leave like right now,
we gotta go. We like when I said time crunch, we got to go. So yeah.
We should have been there
right now.
like an hour and 30 minutes ago.
Go ahead and like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to me because I know you love me. No. Go ahead and subscribe if you find us entertaining, or just me. I know like Naya can be lame.
Low key, I can be
lame.
Unexpected duo.
But yeah, very unexpected duo. But I say power duo. I say baddie duo. So it works. Well yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Vem me dar vapo, me leva pro teu barraco.